welcome back. Today we're going to talk a little bit about restorative cleaning in this cleaning session. Now, when you're doing restorative type cleaning, there's two different ways to do it. One is with our e-cleaner and a red pad. I would suggest starting with that before moving to a more aggressive approach. Now, when it comes to restorative cleaning, very similar to cleaning your room, you've got your e-cleaner, which is a neutral pH at 7. It's a great product. And you've also got the red pad, which is going to do what it's supposed to do, is agitate a little bit of the dirt. Now, as I mentioned before, if that doesn't work, we'll talk a little bit more about the next step. So let me show you step-by-step process on how to restore a platform with the red pad. So the great thing about this product, or vulcanized rubber, and the cleaning method that we use with the red pad and e-cleaner, you can see that all that dirt is lifted up. And so the next step that you need to do without question is get that up off the ground. And again, we can do that with a walk-behind scrubber. We can do that with a mop, preferably not, but you can also do it with a vacuum as long as it's got the rubber end hose. But getting that dirt out of the ground, out of the rubber, is without question the most important thing at the moment right now. So as you can see, when you know that a restorative cleaning isn't working with the red pad and the e-cleaner, you may take a more aggressive approach. So in this case, what we've got is our e-strip. Now, this you want to use, basically it's about a 12.5 pH, so it's very aggressive. So you're going to want to mix it to about a quart, 20 to 24 ounces per 1 gallon of water. So in this case, we have a 2-gallon sprayer, so you're looking at about anywhere from 40 to 48 ounces of e-strip. Now keep in mind, e-strip is aggressive, so it's going to loosen up even more of this dirt that you saw before, but in this case, it's essential to make sure that you get it right off the ground as soon as you're done, like we did with the e-cleaner. Now I do want to mention, you want to make sure when you spray this e-strip that you spray it very liberally all around the floor, because the last thing you want to do is to burn the floor. You also want to make sure that before applying the pad on the ground that you completely spray your black pad. Let me put it this way, there's never too much e-strip on the ground before putting a black pad down. It helps it build up a slurry and it will prevent you from burning the floor. Now remember, if you really need to get aggressive, you can let this e-strip sit on the floor for about 5 minutes, even 10 minutes, and then reapply. In this case, just for practicality purposes, I'm going to show you the best way to do that without the time lapse. Now if you come take a closer look, I'd like to show you really what you're looking at. It's all the dirt that's coming up from that slurry with the e-strip. This is all embedded dirt that's in there, so you can see how dirty it is. Now, and you can see where it's getting in between all the EPDM, all the rubber, and starting to clean it. So when we're done here, that green will pop, and so will the white. So I'll continue. So you don't want to get too much down. You definitely want to get this slurry picked up, but it will help move it back and forth. As you can see, I'm going at a decent sized pace, working some of this color in dirt back and forth. So right now, before it dries, you want to make sure that you go ahead and get it up off the ground. There's no question that you can't use a mop in this. You're probably going to want to have something that extracts it. In this case, because this is such a deep clean and kind of a reconditioning, that you're going to want to get a walk-behind scrubber or a vacuum. No question, walk-behind scrubber is going to agitate all this again and lift it up. So in this type of cleaning, in this situation, you definitely want to have a walk-behind scrubber. So after you're done with the deep restorative cleaning, The best way to know if you're successful is by taking a look at your platforms, and you'll really see that it's gotten it down to the original rubber form. And you'll feel it on your feet, you'll feel it stop automatically, it'll look clean, it'll look good, and that's the best way to do it.